friends. I'm Vicky, and you're with Grammy in the Kitchen. Today we're going to make a kid-friendly one-pan Hamburger Helper Knock Off mac and cheese. It's ooey and gooey and cheesy deliciousness. Please hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you part of the Grammy family. So we're going to make this delicious dish today. Aprons on. Let's get started. Okay, so the ingredients we're going to need is onion powder, garlic powder, chili powder. I have a half a teaspoon of each in here. We need 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I have it right here. We need 1 cup of elbow macaroni, a pound of ground meat of your choice. I am actually using turkey. And then 2 cups of cheddar cheese. I am using a Romano mild cheddar. And a quart of chicken stock. You can use homemade or you can use store-bought, whichever one you have on hand. And if you're like me, when you open up a little 6-ounce can of tomato paste and you only need 2 tablespoons, yes, you can go ahead and buy the little tubes that they sell in the grocery stores, but you're paying a high price for the convenience. So we're going to make our own convenience. So, hack for today: take little pieces of parchment paper. Put roughly about a tablespoon. Roll it up. Continue until the can is empty. Another tablespoon. Another tablespoon. Take a Ziploc bag. This is just a silicone Ziploc bag. And ever so gently put the parchment paper with the tomato paste. Seal it up and stick it in the freezer. So the next time you need a tomato paste and you only need a tablespoon or 2, we know we have 3 in the freezer. We just take it out of the freezer, open the bag, and take out what we need. We have 1, 2, 3 right there waiting on us. Alright, so those are the ingredients we need to make today's dinner. Let's go ahead and get started. So I have a cast iron skillet. This is a big one, because this is going to be a 1-pot meal. So we're going to fit everything in this 1 pot. We got the flame on. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil. You can tell when oil is heated up in a pot is when it starts to shimmer just a little bit. So we're just watching it to see when it's going to start shimmering. We're going to go ahead and add 1 pound of ground meat. It's a little frozen in the center, but that's okay. We're going to work with this. Depending on your family size, you can double, triple this recipe. It's just the 2 of us, the husband and myself, so we're just doing the 1 pound of ground beef. And the recipe that I'm telling you is for 1 recipe, but again, you can double and triple this to fit your family size. Okay, our meat has been ground up. We're going to go ahead and add our 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Our spices, we have a half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a half a teaspoon of chili powder. We're going to add our chicken broth. Mix all those ingredients together. One cup of elbow macaroni. Alright, we're going to let that simmer until all the liquid has been absorbed in the pasta. So I do not have a lid for this size pot, so I'm just going to cover it with aluminum foil. Turn it on a medium-low and just let that sit. I'll bring you right back. Okay, it's been about 5-7 minutes and it's starting to boil. I do want to give it a stir to make sure the pasta is not sticking to the bottom. I just want to cook that pasta in this liquid. Have the liquid absorb and evaporate. Put the lid back on. Let it cook a little longer. Let's take another little peek. Give it a stir. Cover back on. Let's take another peek. You want to make sure all the macaroni is under the liquid or it will not cook. So as you can tell, the liquid is being evaporated. The pasta is cooking. We're going to go ahead and taste it and see if we need to add any salt and pepper. Definitely need salt and pepper. Alright, let's check the doneness of the pasta. We're almost there. Alright, we're going to let this cook just about 5 more minutes. Then we're going to finish this off with some cheddar cheese. Don't go anywhere. Stick around. Alright, so we added the salt and pepper. We tested the pasta. Let's give it another taste after we did that. Spot on the seasoning. And the pasta is done. Now we're going to go ahead and add 2 cups of cheese. Just dump it all in there. Stir that in. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off. And just let the residual heat melt this cheese. And that's what's for dinner. Cheesy mac and cheese, a Hamburger Helper knockoff. Cheesy, ooey gooey, delicious. Thank you for spending this time with me while we made a 1-dish, kid-friendly Hamburger Helper knockoff mac and cheese. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you part of the Grammy family. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for being with me.